Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right, quick little merch plug. Oh. Quick little merch plug. One of you will win one of these R2 trucks. Head on over to TennesseeMerch.com and get yourself entered to win. It ends literally tomorrow. Probably by the time you see this, less than 24 hours away. It ends Friday, 10/19/19 at 11:59 p.m. We are giving away one of these. So go get your entries now. And if you go get them, you go over right now, everything you order is double entries. Right, that's right. Double entries if you head on over to the website right now for the last 24 hours. You know what? As soon as you see this, double entries. So head on over to TennesseeMerch.com, get yourself entered to win one of these. Oh, let's actually open the headers for the Trans Am real quick. Before we get into our talk, and this box is actually going to come in great handy here because I can lay it down on leaks and things like that. So, great box. Again, TennesseeMerch.com. You can get yourself some cool knives like this one here we're using, and they work great. Oh, also free shipping and handling on the website. Alrighty, well, we have got, dun dun dun, a box inside of a box. Absolutely hate when they do that. I don't understand why they do that. That drives me insane. Good thing we got our sweet knife here. It will go right through like butter. I don't know why I just did that. That was kind of weird. Anywho, whatever. I don't know why I did it again. Probably because YouTube has me losing my mind. Alright, well, if you guys didn't guess what's in the box, now you will know. We got brand new headers for the GTA Trans Am. I'm excited about this because that's kind of been our stall. That's kind of what we've been waiting for, but now we're good to go. We got our headers, we can get the engine tossed in, and as you can tell, they're long tube headers. So I've never had long tube headers on this car before. I've only ever had shorties. Back in the day when I put headers on it, I didn't have much money, and well, these were cheap anyway. So we now have headers. I'm gonna toss 2 bolts in here so you can, oh no I'm not, because that's where our strap is. But beautiful headers. We got our long tube headers, and then we'll go over and get the rest of the exhaust made when the time comes. Alrighty guys, let me get back in my seat here. Oh, be nice if I had a beer. Anyway, let's talk about kind of some of the reasons I have the projects and I have the things that I have. So a lot of people say, oh, well, Steve, why don't you go out and buy a new car or a new truck, or go buy this or go buy that? Well, I do this YouTube as a business. As you guys do know by now, this is how I pay, you know, my bills. So I look at things like cost, how cost effective is it gonna be? What am I gonna have to spend to modify something for it to be profitable then in the end? How long is it gonna take for me to recoup my profit? There's a bunch of things that go into it, obviously. I don't just go out there and buy stuff and say, hey, boom, it's on the channel. I look at things, we'll say, like the Bruce here. The Bruce was an absolute amazing purchase. It grew the channel absolutely dramatically, and I freaking love this thing. This thing has more value to me than anyone could ever imagine. Beyond my wildest dreams, I never thought this vehicle would clear me the amount that it cleared me. Now, I'm gonna give you numbers, and it's gonna be kind of rough numbers. It's not gonna be 100% exact. It's not gonna be down to the penny. But this vehicle here, I purchased for $450. That's right, a lot of people don't understand. I paid $450 for the body and the frame. Now I got titles for both, so that was absolutely amazing. And when you do what I do, it's kind of amazing that you get titles for, you know, stuff like this. So I have a title for a 1975 Chevy truck. I also have the 07 Honda Civic, which is actually titled as, and I have that. So then it leads into the drivetrain. I had that 05 GMC truck that I took in on trade. I had $0 into that truck. That truck stuck around to my house. I say I had that truck for 3 or 4 years. So I had 100% $0 in that truck. It was a free truck. When I did a truck deal that I had, I kind of shot kind of high and ended up pulling the deal off. The guy wanted the truck more than I guess I wanted to do the deal, but hey, we got that truck for free. So that is the drivetrain that is in here. No money in that. So then you come down to your fab work, you come down to your axles, which we'll talk axles. I went ahead and swapped axles with Vince on a vehicle that he had. Obviously, you guys, if you're not new to the channel, you do know he had the RJ project. So these are actually RJ's axles. Vince needed a set of 6-lug axles for a project that he's doing, and he, just went ahead and took my tires. I took his tires, the wheels, everything. It kind of was just an even wash at that point. So leads us into these tires. I ended up purchasing these from a subscriber for $600. That's right, I bought 44-inch boggers for $600. Now, it was about a 3.5-hour drive, but it was completely worth it, and I still messaged the guy today, so huge thank you for hooking me up with that deal. So all in all, I'm just gonna give you a ballpark of what I have into this project. I have about $3,200 into this project. Over the year that I've built this thing, actually we're coming up on a year. I believe February will actually be a year. So it's been less than a year that I've owned this vehicle. I've built this vehicle, but over the year, we're just saying it a year. But over the year, I ended up making, I think it was about $12,400. And this was back when I did my last mud video. I made $12,400 with this vehicle off of YouTube and YouTube alone. So you take my profit and everything out of that, that is, I cleared $9,000 to build this project here, which is insane. Most profitable vehicle I've ever had on the channel, and I couldn't be any more pleased with where it is. This vehicle just has so much value to me, it's insane. Like, I know you guys can't probably wrap your heads around that, of how I was able to profit $9,000, but YouTube is a great thing. What can I say? I don't know. All right, that'll lead me back into the Corvette. As you guys do know, I ended up picking that up down in Tampa, Florida. With the eBay fees, I did end up winning it on eBay with fuel to go down. I'm not gonna count, I took my kids to Disney or any of that stuff. I'm just gonna count fuel and the purchase of the car. I have about $1,850 into that car. At this moment right now, I do have a drivetrain for it. I don't think I'm gonna use that drivetrain. For one reason, I want to be different. That vehicle is going to be something that I daily drive, maybe not daily drive, but that vehicle is going to be at the house like the Suburban. If I want to jump in it, I want to drive somewhere, that is going to be that vehicle. I know I told a bunch of people that I wanted that to be the Bruce, but the Bruce kind of went crazy. We kind of just ran off with the Bruce, and it's just a cool vehicle. I mean, at the end of the day, how can you build something and have no real money in it and have this much fun? I have no idea. But that vehicle back there, I'm planning on buying a frame off of Copart. It's going to be a truck, obviously. Some people might already know, I've kind of hinted about it, but I'm looking for a frame and a drivetrain in that's going to be a good working 4-wheel drive frame. We're going to make that a driver. You will see that thing drive to car shows. That car is going to be finished interior. Like, that car is going to be nice. I'm also thinking about doing an American flag themed wrap. So if any wrap companies out there want to sponsor that, I would absolutely love that. Or if you can at least make the design, make the print and everything for that, I can get the wrap done, laid on and everything. Or if you want to do it, you can do it. Well, let's work together. Send me DMs on Instagram at sendit_Steve. But that car is going to be a driver. You will see that Corvette drive down the highway. This year, you're never going to see drive down the highway. I know I promised that, guys, but I'm sorry. I can't do it. This car's far too sketchy. When we purchased it, it had too many corners cut. Danny and I salvaged, we literally took 30 piles of dung and made this. It's cool, it's functional, it works, but this thing is, I mean, it's sketchy. Other than a mud truck, that's all this truck is ever gonna be. I might play with it at the house. Obviously, you're gonna see the video coming up here soon. But this truck is just for destruction. This truck is nothing, it's nothing good. I can't drive this down the highway. I won't drive it down the highway. I might drive around my town a little bit, maybe take it to McDonald's once, but that's it. Like, this car is not gonna be a driver. The Corvette is actually going to be a sick driver. So again, wrap companies, if you wanna help me with that, definitely reach out. You can wrap it before we do all the modifications, the suspension and everything, or you can wrap it afterwards. I'm not in a big rush. If you wanna do it or you have time, more than welcome to take it, and we'll get the ball rolling on that. That should be within the next 2 months that we start knocking that out. I would assume somewhere around Christmas time is when we start knocking out the videos for the Corvette. So again, I do all this for profit. You know, I don't do it to, I mean, I guess I do it for the content, and I do it for the growth of the channel and things like that, but I do this because I absolutely, you know, I enjoy it. I love making videos for you guys. You guys' interactions are great when I see you guys in the street, especially bringing the Corvette home. I guarantee I had 18 to 30 people message me pictures of it. I have a couple clips that I'll put in. It going down I-95, me in the truck, and people videoing it. Everybody took pictures of that thing, and it was just freaking cool. So I'm excited to get that car done, and I need a name for it. I'm really leaning towards Caitlin. I don't know, who knows, let's not, you know, I mean, let's laugh about it, but I don't know what we're gonna name that car, but we need a name for the Corvette project. Drop your comments down below. Also, I will reveal the video on this truck, the Civic, since it's leaving tonight. I'll come back tomorrow, I'll pull this out, I'll go over every little issue that vehicle has, and why we're gonna do the direction that we're gonna do. So maybe that'll help kind of free up some questions about that vehicle. On the last video, and this is probably why I'm making this video, a lot of people commented on the video when I said that I put a value of $20,000 on my 08 F450. If you guys don't know by now, I use that truck for absolutely everything. That truck tows this truck, tows that car, that truck. I literally just took it down to Florida and back. We're coming into my busy storm season, so that truck is going to do storm work for me. Last year alone, just in storm work, which if you're interested in doing into the storm work and things like that, definitely send John Dock an email. It's Dallas Golf. I'll have to get it. I'll put it on the screen. But definitely give John Dock a shout for doing the storm work and everything. It's definitely worth it. I've probably cleared, I'd say, $12,000 last year just doing storm work, and I only think I ran 4 storms, maybe 5 storms. I don't know 100%, but that job came in super handy. Obviously, it pays for your hotel if you need to stay overnight, pays for your fuel, so all your expenses are pretty much paid for. You just got to provide yourself with food, which you got to do anyway. So definitely check out John Dock if you want to do that. So the F450 has that value. There's $12,000 it made me last year alone just in running storm work, not to mention what it made me on YouTube for doing that storm work. I had some of my biggest videos back then doing the storm work on that truck, and it was absolutely insane. I think I had a video out there that made, I think it was almost $3,000. If you look at it, it was taking my lifted truck out to pull stuck cars out in the snow or something like that. So that was absolutely insane. And I don't think you guys understand how much money you can really make off of YouTube, and this platform is freaking incredible. So, okay, so the Urban Bourbon project. Now that is another project that I am actually ahead as of right now. So the Suburban, I have, we'll just say roughly I think I have $2,300 into that truck, and that's everything. That's powder coated wheels, tires, everything I have into it right now. That's even fixing the parts in the other day's video from getting pulled over. I think I have $2,300 or $2,400 in that truck. I calculated it before I came down here. I've made approximately $2,900 off of that Suburban, and that's freaking incredible. So that vehicle has done nothing but profit me, and I just bought the wrap, so actually I'm behind again, but when I do the wrap video and show you guys that, I think that's going to be, where I start to make my money again. So the Suburban is definitely paying for itself, and that's sort of the benefit of doing YouTube and why I do what I do. But I'm going to wrap this video up because at this point I see the timer going and it's like 26 minutes. I'm going to edit some things out, obviously. It will not be as long when you get it. But don't forget, SendItSteveMerch.com. You have about 24 hours. It's double entries right now. SendItSteveMerch.com. Get your entries to win an RC Jeep. So there you have it, guys. If you like the content, I promise you, we're taking this home. So at the end of the video, you're going to see this at my house. We got a big video coming, and you guys need to stay tuned for that. Also, I'm trying to get, like I said, I've been saying about this 8-wheel drive video. I'm trying to get some off-road places and do some off-roading with the F450 being 8-wheel drive. So if any of you guys out there can actually help me have some land that I can kind of play around in, and if it gets stuck, you got equipment that'll pull me out, I'd greatly appreciate it because I want to make a banger video with the 8-wheel drive F450. So again, stay tuned for this video. This is going to be tomorrow. It's a freaking mess, I guarantee it. I didn't do it yet, but I can almost guarantee what I'm gonna get into is an absolute mess. But we are taking the Civic home. Who's ready for Bruce content? Drop your comment down below. All right, guys, there you have it. If you like the content, again, give it a big thumbs up. Smash that like button. Obviously, the same thing. Please subscribe. And we got a bunch of videos coming at you. I know, I don't think I got into the whole thing with that back there. That I gotta get basically the Fred project done, and then we're gonna start knocking out the vet back here. At the Corvette, I'm glad that it's gone. It did nothing but lose me money. I probably had over $30,000 invested in that Corvette, and I know a bunch of you keyboard warriors are gonna sit there and type your comments, well, that one thing was a piece of junk. You know, I can't believe you put that kind of money in it, this and that. Well, I did it because it was views, it was money, it was content. It's what you guys, you know, wanted to see at the time. And, you know, that's all I really had. So I put a lot of money into that Corvette. With it being gone now off the wayside, I don't have to think about it.